Okay, good morning, students. So today we can go for the EJB of using the timer service. So what is the use of annotation? That is a time out by using the stateless, or it may be a message driven bin. So it is a one type of annotations we are used to execute a program in the EJB service, that is the timers service. So timer service is a mechanism we are using which to schedule the application where we can build it. So when you build the applications, so we have to using the schedule, the duration, time. So in that case, we have to using the at time out annotations in the EJB program. So for an example, I have to take on one simple example. So in the A1 organizations, so they will give a salary of our employees at every month of beginning of the month. So what is the use of EJB? By using the annotation, a timer service. So example, a salary slip generate on 1st of every month. So we have to using the EJB 3.0 specification as specified at, that is a notation, that is an annotation at timeout annotation. So which helps in our program, the EJB service in a stateless or a message driven bin, that is an MDB. So when using the EJB, the container, nothing but a database, it calls the method which is annotated by at timeout. So this is, they help to generate, to give a schedule of application can be built in the EJB by using the timer service. So there is a simple how to create the timer and how to use the timer and what are the applications of using a timer service. So first we can go for the EJB timer service. So this EJB timer service is a service provided by EJB container and which helps to create the timer, and we have to assigning the schedule by using a callback when the timer expire. So first step, so we can create a timer. So by using a simple code, that is inject session context in being using a resource annotation. So this is we have to step into create the timer by using at stateless, or it may be a message driven bin. So I have to declare at stateless. So I can declare a class, that is a public class. Then the name of the class is a timer session bin. Then at resource, so it be declared as a private, so we cannot see anyone, though that is a private session contest as a contest. So contest means, so which language we have to use to write a source by using the timer session bin of class. So using this session contest means a language of an object. So we have to get the timer service and we have to create the timer, because we have to fix the duration or fix the schedule. So by using the timer service, and we can pass the time in the millisecond and send to a message. So how will be written? That is a public void. So we have to create a timer. So that is a create timer, and we can declare the data type as a long in duration. So variable we are declared as a duration. So we can using, so which language should be created by using the session contest, that is a contest dot get timer service. So it is a built-in code. We have to return get timer service of the function to create the, what is the name of the class? That is the timer. That is the create timer of duration hello world. So when you fix the time duration in the milliseconds, so we can display the hello world and automatically terminated. So this is a simple code we have to using. Then we have to use how to use this timer of using the a step to use timer. So by using the annotation add to timer out annotation to a method. So add to timeout is the annotation. So we have to using to step to the timer. So once they create the timer annotations, so we can return type should be a void and pass a parameter of time is the type is the timer. So data type you can declare as a timer. So when we are canceling that time after the first iteration or the first execution over, then otherwise it keeps running after the whatever you fix the interval. So then only it can display on the monitor. So this is an example. We have to schedule the timer by using annotation at timeout. So we can return as at timeout. So public void timeout handler of timer is time. So data types you can using timmer. That is a type timmer, T-I-M-E-R, timmer. And you can declare the variable, then system.out.println of timeout handler colon double within the double quotes you can return plus timer dot get info and timer dot cancel. Means once you can give the duration of the timeout handler, if it is executed, then you can cancel it. So it means that, so we can canceling the timer, the first. So we are after first execution, so you can fix the timer handling. So this is an example application. So we have to create a test timer service in EJB. So first step, so we have to create the project with the name of the name is the EJB component, and have to create the one package that is a com.tutorials.timer. So this is a package we have to using that package name as EJB component. And we have to create a timer session bin.java, and the timer session bin remote is a one more as to explain in EJB when we have to create the application, and rest will be unchanged. So once the source code is over, we have to clean and build the application and make sure that the business logic is working as per whatever your requirement is done. So finally, we deploy the application in the form of jar file on the JFile application server. So once the JBoss application is over, so we'll get started automatically. Suppose in case if it is not started yet, it defaultly you can automatically execute it. And now we can create the EJB client by using the consoling based application in the same way as explained in the EJB. And once the application is over, so we can use the under the topic of using create the client to the access EJB. So this is by using, that is an how to create the EJB application to test the timer service in EJB. So this is by using timer service. So it is a mechanism you can which used to schedule the application can build. That is a timer service. So it can be helps the program to run the EJB service either in the stateless or message driven bin. So this is a step to create the timer by using the stateless. So in that class, I have to create the class name as timer session, and we can use the which language we are using by using the contest. So once the class file of timer and this resource of the contest will be created, then you can apply for the timer service to create the time during the duration. So this is the step we have to see that how to use the timer by using the public void timeout handler to run the timer of first execution, then only they fix the interval time. So this is an application example applications to test the timer service in EJB. So next we can start with that is the naming and object store. So what is the naming and where the object will be stored in the EJB? So there is a two requirement in the object will store. One is the object binding and another is the we are looking for API. So object binding is nothing but an JNDI binding. That is the Java naming and directory interface. So this can be, we can explain. So this is by using the naming and object in EJB. So all naming service essentially do the same thing. So naming service means we have to work essentially whatever we can do this some things. It means that we have to provide a source code for the client and which mechanism for locating a source code, and it can be distributed the object or a resource. So this can be accomplished by using a naming service. So must will fulfill the two requirements. One is the object binding and the second one is a lookup API, that is an application programming interface. So object binding means it is always associated with a distributed object with a natural language name or identifier. So when you declare the identifier, it is always associated with the whatever you distributed the object in our programming or any natural language. So it can be binded. That is an object binding. The second one is a lookup API. So it provides the client with an interface to the naming system. So naming system we have to use to interface between the application programming and interface. That is the client side. So client side we have to using object binding and as well as a lookup API. So then what is object binding? You can see that. So that is a EJB JNDI binding is nothing but a Java naming and directory interface. So it is a set of API and service the interfaces. So once the Java application use this JNDI for naming and directory service. So when using the which type of contest of EJB, so there is a two terms. One is the binding and the second one is a lookup. So binding is nothing but we are reference assigning to the name of the EJB. It is always associated with the EJB object, so which can use later. The lookup means that is an API, that is application programming. It refers to the lookup and getting the object of EJB. So, and we have to using at the JBoss, that is a Java boss. So this session being are bounded in J and DI. So you can using some of the following format is default. So how, when you're using the local, so EJB name slash local. So when you're using the remote, so EJB name slash remote. So these are the two following format we have to using in the J and DI. Suppose in case, so I have to using EJB are bounded with the application name dot the EAR file, then the default format is as follows. So how to write the default format in EJB bundle? That is the a local, we are using application name slash EJB name slash local. Suppose in case you have to using the remote, the application name slash EJB name slash remote. So these are the two local bounding by using the EJB. So this is by using the naming and the object by using in the EJB Java naming and directory interfaces. Okay. Okay, I can stop here. So just 10 minutes, you will once again join in the meeting. Just 10 minutes, I will once again send the, you can join in the same link again.